Hello guys and welcome to another video. So each year the manufacturers advertise their new wheels and they slowly show up. In 2021 it was quite slow to get new wheels. Actually almost none of them showed up, only the V12, and we are waiting for the other ones, the Veteran Abrams, the Hero or the S20. On my end, I'm particularly interested in the Veteran Abrams. So imagine you pre-order the Veteran Abrams in September. You wait several months, each month the wheel is pushed back to the next month. Now we are looking at end of January. So you are looking at other people's videos, like because the rest of the world already got to test the wheel. So I'm looking at YouTube videos and suddenly I see this. So to remind everyone, the Veteran Abrams is supposed to be a powerful wheel with a huge torque. And as you see on that video from EUC Cell, the wheel is super weak. It's like cutting off like very easily. And EUC Cell guy is quite a big guy actually, he's as big as me. Imagine the horror, seeing that you pre-order a wheel and the wheel you're gonna get is gonna deliver that poor performance. It's absolutely a nightmare. My first reflex was to immediately look at cancelling my pre-order. But as I tried to think calmly and not panic too much, I decided to contact eWheels and I asked their feedback about that video. So this is the answer they gave me. eWheels contacted Leaper Kim Veteran and this is what they told them. Hello Jason, we have received that feedback many days ago. That one cutoff is demo wheel with sample motor. The position of all installation has not properly. Whatever, but not all of them has such problem. We have found this problem and solved this problem before we start to make your order. So what are they trying to tell us here? They are suggesting that EUC Cell got a sample demo with a sample motor that is not properly set up, and that's why he got that poor performance, implying that when we will receive our production unit, that problem will be gone. So I got a big problem with EUC makers about this practice. They just don't test correctly their wheels. I've already developed in another video that EUC makers were counting on EUC riders/customers to do their beta testing. And this is already in itself unacceptable. Over the past months, I've discovered another pervert effect, and this one impacts EUC makers. And if you want to do business, you just can't do that. Let me explain you why. So basically, they send a demo wheel or an unfinished product or a defective product to EUC YouTubers/reseller. These people make video about it. They are the first ones to get that wheel, and then so they are obviously the first video about that product. And then the wheel doesn't deliver, it's a catastrophe. It's a PR disaster. It's a PR disaster. And now, what happened is that potential customers want to cancel their order. The first time I saw that video and talking with fellow EUC riders, I decided to cancel my order. That was the first thought I got, because I don't want to buy a cut-out wheel. You know, it's unsafe. It's a PR disaster. Sending a wheel unfinished that has not been well tested and making video about it, and now we see that worldwide, it's a disaster. After writing to eWheels and getting their feedback, I want to believe them, so I'm not gonna cancel my pre-order on this one, but I'm not very comforted by this practice, you know? Usually we have demo wheels in New York. The demo wheel for the Abrams is stuck in custom for like almost 2 months. That's why the rest of the world already tested that wheel except the US. But still, if I believe the feedback from Veteran, that demo wheel that we're gonna test in New York is also going to have that problem. So that demo wheel is not gonna comfort me into thinking that the production wheel will be better. I will have to wait for the production wheel, and if it doesn't deliver, I'm gonna have to sell it. And now the damage is already done. If you look at social networks where that video has been posted, it's horrible. I posted that video on my IG and people are already like panicking. Everyone is saying the Abrams is a weak, defective wheel, weak cutout wheel now. They are saying that. Let me read some of them. So I check my HG and the guy is saying, Cold Panda is saying, glad I cancelled my pre-order on Commander because of Marty's videos. Glad I cancelled Abrams because of other videos and advice and not because of this. Waiting on new Sherman upgrades. Nero TV 9861 says, first red flag on the Abrams. Gateway Begode will always remain to be the best wheel. NYC One Roll says, I might wait then. See? Already a potential customer that is holding off ordering that wheel. I've seen makers do that mistake since like I started to ride EUC. For example, the Begode EX. The Begode EX was sent to New York with no manual, unfinished specs, sent to New Yorkers, to the biggest YouTubers. This biggest YouTuber made video saying that wheel is and they didn't understand how to pump the wheel correctly, so it was tested with horrible suspension settings, and now that wheel is considered as a trash wheel. You know, I own the EX, so I know what it delivers. I made a video about it, but people who never rode the EX tell me, oh, trash wheel, oh, slow cutout wheel. They have no idea what is that wheel, but it's just because they saw that YouTube video that now they believe that wheel is trash. So Gateway did a huge PR disaster with sending an unfinished wheel to big YouTubers. And here, this is what is happening again with the Abrams. Now the Abrams image is really damaged now, and it's not even fully released. I'm really curious what's gonna happen, even if the Abrams gets fixed, and I'm sure this problem is gonna be fixed. I'm really confident about it, even if it's not the first batch, the second batch, or the third batch, whatever, it's gonna be fixed. But it's over. They're already losing sales. It would have to perform extremely well on a like consistent time in order to erase that bad PR. And I don't think that wheel is that exceptional. It doesn't have an exceptional feature like, I don't know, suspension or a huge torque, at least with that sample motor. It's just huge and big. That's all it has. But the Monster Pro also is huge and big, and it proved itself. So right now, the image of the Veteran Abrams is a disaster. But even if they fix that, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's really unfortunate for Veteran to deliver wheels, to send wheels unfinished. The Commander is also another wheel that has been sent with no proper testing to YouTubers, and now they are drilling holes in the wheel in order to fix, and they're saying, oh, next batch we're gonna fix that. But they fix that, and then another problem will happen. But if they tested correctly before, that would not happen. And I'm sure if EUC makers test properly their wheel, not only we will feel safer because we will not be scared to test the wheel for 200-300 miles before feeling that wheel is safe, but also it's gonna give a good image about their product, and then they're gonna sell more. So if they don't care to treat EUC riders as beta tester, they should at least think of their sales and decide to test them for the sake of their business. Because if they test correctly their wheels, YouTubers will not make disaster PR videos about their product, and they're gonna sell more. And to conclude on that answer that Leaper Kim gave to eWheels, personally, I don't think they received a demo wheel. I think they received a first batch wheel. Why do I think that? It's because EUC Sales was advertising that they had stock. So they had stock. And if you look at the answer, they are saying to eWheels, we have found this problem and solved this problem before we start to make your order. It means that before they produced eWheels' batch, they found the problem. Unfortunately for EUC Cell, his batch was sent with that defect. So congratulations, you receive a batch of wheels that are defective just because of improper testing. I'm sorry to be that straightforward, but I find this really, really unfortunate for resellers, for makers, and also for riders. That's all I got for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you next time.